welcome to the Dysfunction Junkies podcast. We may not have seen it all, but we've seen enough. And now, here are your hosts, Carrie and Chrissy.
I think he was trying to see if we were paying attention. Hi, everybody.
Actually, I did that because a few weeks ago, Chrissy was talking about how when I say her name, it sounds like that I'm pissed off,
right?
Or how it sounds when I'm mad at her.
Yeah. Okay, so that means you have to say your name first now.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dysfunction Junkies. Hope everybody's feeling great. I'm Chrissy.
And I'm Carrie.
I almost wanted to say I'm Carrie. I'm just really embedded in the layout.
Nick's got us on our toes today.
Wait, we're going to have to break here for a minute. Why does it... you're not... This episode, it looks like it's like recording right behind another episode. Is that the way that looks, or... Okay, I won't. It's not my business. It's not what I do here.
Stay in your lane, Chrissy.
I'm not the tech person.
Stay in your lane.
All right. Never mind.
TJ Nick has got it hand.
All right. Thank you.
You
DJ
can't edit
Nick.
that out. You need to keep that in there now.
All right.
Chrissy all thought she knew what she was doing.
I was just worried.
You just worry about content and making us laugh over there, Chrissy.
Okay, I'll stay in my lane. Okay.
Quick lesson. It's in stereo. That's left and right. That's what you're saying.
Chrissy's looking at the screen and seeing all this, EKG stuff going on over there.
Yeah.
So, all right. So today we are going down another favorite topic of Chrissy's.
Of
Guess what it
course.
involves? The big black
Some
box.
sort of media. Yes.
The TV.
The TV.
Because it so is dysfunctional.
It is. And I grew up watching so much of people either being dysfunctional or really trying to portray that they were not dysfunctional.
Right. So Chrissy has a lineup. A lot of these are 70s TV shows. Some might, breach a little bit late 60s, early 80s, but for the most part, we're talking general 70s. So
Right.
But we're gonna kind of review this. So hopefully you'll enjoy this throwback down memory lane and see how these TV shows affected you. Maybe they reminded you of your family or what your family was trying to be.
And maybe
didn't.
you were doing what I was doing, which was basically completely phasing out everybody in reality to spend 30 minutes with people you had no connection, but you had a connection with.
Yeah, absolutely. These people, these characters sometimes on these TV shows that you do feel like they're real sometimes. They become part of your life.
Absolutely. And when you're young like I was and nobody else was working with me, these were my family.
They were.
I loved them. Still do.
Absolutely. So where do you want to start? Do you want to start with those that pretended not to be dysfunctional?
Well, what I was trying to get was, I think there was a time period in the 50s and early 60s where television was really trying to not be dysfunctional.
Yes.
And whether that was even a recognized understanding.
Right.
I'm sure it was probably considered something else. Yeah. But you had shows that were rolling over from the 50s into the early 60s. I referenced 3 that I can think of offhand was like Leave It to Beaver, total nuclear family type situation. Nothing serious going on. And like they always used to say with these shows, everything was wrapped up in 30 minutes, happy with a bow on it.
Yes.
The only thing dysfunctional about Leave It to Beaver was I don't know how many people still know what this term means, but if somebody calls you an Eddie Haskell.
Yes.
Do you know what that?
Yes. I know what that
means.
means.
It's a suck up.
It is. Yeah.
Because that's all he did was suck up to all the adults on the show. The other one, I don't know how many people watch this.
Wally.
Yeah. Wally and Beaver and Mr. and Mrs. Cleaver. And
I never understood why he got the nickname Beaver. Do we ever know why?
Well, his name was Theodore.
Right.
I believe. But was it the father's name and they had to give him a nickname?
I know, but I don't know. But why did they call him the Beaver?
I don't know, but it made a really great, unfortunate, off-color, humorous jokes.
Oh, yes.
I'm not going to repeat any. So, but I don't know. But that was his nickname. I bet you there's a reason. Are you looking
I'm
it up?
trying to Google it. I'm trying to Gemini. We'll see if Nick gets it first. So keep going.
Another show that was sort of like this was the Donna Reed show.
Yeah, I didn't watch that one much.
Again, because I was smacked in front of that TV a lot. I've seen some I'm not even mentioning here. What do you got?
I got it.
So older brother Wally couldn't pronounce Theodore when they were younger, I guess. So saying Tweeter or Thiever eventually morphed into Beaver.
Wait a minute. That is a massive backstory that I don't think they ever. Who finally wrote this down somewhere?
I don't know. This is Gemini gave me this. So.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the same
I'm kind
thing?
of getting the same thing, but I'm actually on a website or something. So Showbiz cheat sheet or whatever.
There's videos on it, like from the actual show.
It must be very early episodes. That's crazy.
Beaver.
I never knew that. I just assumed they gave kids crazy nicknames.
Nope. Wally couldn't say Theodore.
Yeah. Yep. That's consensus. So.
Okay. Well, interesting. But again, Donna Reed was sort of the same formula of very functional family in a dysfunctional type world that everybody was ignoring at the time.
Yes.
And another one that was out there, I don't know, it was an old one. I don't know. I guess it cracked the 60s maybe or not, but it was an old one. Father Knows Best. It was another nuclear family. Everything got taken care of within 30 minutes, and the problems were not really problems by today's standards.
1954 to 1960.
Oh, it made 1960.
Remember the movie Pleasantville was kind of a...
Oh, yeah.
I dig at that.
It
whole
was.
thing.
I would highly recommend that movie
That
if
is
you've
a good
never
one.
seen that.
Yeah.
It's a very good film.
It basically says why those shows were really dysfunctional.
Actually, I'm so glad you brought that up because and that was like one of my favorite movies when it first came out.
Yeah. What I would add to your little list here, and just because this was the one I related to, was Lassie.
Oh, the animal segment. I was just going to bring up because you were saying Lassie, and for a minute I was thinking Mr. Ed.
Oh, I love Mr. Ed.
And then there was
a horse is a horse,
Flipper,
of course.
the dolphin.
Oh,
Why is it that we had Big Ben? Was that the name of a show? It was about the bear.
The bear. Flipper.
Yeah. Flipper.
Yep.
We had to put these animals.
Yep. I loved it. But Lassie just, that was kind of your little quintessential family. They had little farm and everything. And then Lassie saves the day.
Thank God.
I know. Thank God for Lassie.
Timmy fell down a well.
Timmy's in a
again.
well.
But there's so many wells there.
Well, because they had a farm.
Oh. Well, geez, oh man, could you put a flipping cone up or something over there, Some yellow caution tape? What the hell? This kid doesn't know how to
It's better
not
than
fall.
falling in the septic tank. So
I guess. So those are your real traditional, very clean, happy, feel-good shows. But then I think there were these ones that were sort of squeaking through in the 60s that really wanted to see things change. Like the 60s was a pivotal, sort of changing decade. And I was an Addams Family fan. We were just talking about that. You liked it too.
I loved it, but I was not allowed to watch it.
Why?
Oh, no.
Too much of a not. It was the opposite of Nuclear Family.
Yeah. That, I don't know. My mom just probably thought that it was, way too
goth before it was goth.
Yeah, it was way too not Catholic.
And Gomez was a little bit randy.
Dog.
Yeah, he was a bit randy. But so was Morticia, if you ask me.
Yes.
But I love the humor.
Oh, I love
and
it.
just the quick. That was a show you had to listen to the dialogue.
Oh yeah, I love the Wednesday Addams character, and I love how modern day how they've taken. Like I've watched all the Wednesday movies and stuff, and the series and everything. I just think she's hysterical. I love her.
I think it is a great character, and I know that those were very popular. Should really give it my attention. I have not watched those, but what they did with the Addams Family movies in the 90s, I haven't seen any of the new incarnations of it.
No,
but with Raul Julia and Angelica Houston, Christina Ricci, wonderful.
Yes.
They really, I think, stayed true to, and I have books with the actual comics.
Oh, okay.
And those are really fun to look through.
Okay.
Because it just, again, based on dialogue, based on the written word, it's very amusing if you like that kind of humor, dark.
But the other opposite but the same of the Addams Family was the Munsters.
There are people who love the Munsters. I don't hate it, but I would not want to sit and watch it.
I felt like they were the knockoff.
I wasn't exactly sure if it was really
was
Monsters
one in ABC
or...
and one was CBC or CBS or whatever. Like, were they two different networks and they were rivaling for each other?
I believe they probably were. We'll have DJ Nick look that up. I bet you they were.
But I just feel like the Munsters were like...
They were both on it.
They were the Walmart version of the Addams Family, you know.
Well,
Addams Family was, you know, I don't know.
Maybe it's more amusing if you think of it in the sense that maybe these people really just had such a complete inability to hold on and grasp reality that they thought they were like monsters. So they dressed up and everybody just had to sort of basically deal with it.
Right.
The Addams Family I like because I think they were just so old family.
Yeah.
They had come over on the Mayflower.
Yeah.
And they had so much money that they could be
whoever they wanted.
Crazy. Yeah. And it was just, you had to accept it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Other crazy shows that were sort of trying to push our sense of reality was like I Dream of Jeannie, which was a total sex pot show when you really think about it. Mm-hmm. No belly button, though.
No belly button. Cannot show the belly button. That was not allowed.
No. Bewitched, too.
Love Bewitched.
And we were just talking about the big thing was, do you have an answer as to?
Yeah, so the Addams Family was on ABC and
the
Munsters were on CBS.
Okay, so they were, but they weren't on like the same night or anything.
I don't know if they were on the same night, but they were the same time frame, same years.
Oh, same years when they were on television.
Yeah, 64 to 66.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So I Dream of Jeannie, I absolutely loved, and Bewitched, and we were talking about that. You were saying,
yeah. So the one thing was who would win against each other, sort of like this common thing that comes up when you're dealing with supernatural or superheroes or whatever.
And who was more powerful?
Yeah, before you had the DC thing that exploded and the Marvel thing that exploded.
Yeah.
You like Jeannie or Samantha?
I'm 100% think it was Samantha.
Well, I think we both came to the same conclusion. Yeah. And anybody out there wondering, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Remember, if you watch enough TV, like obviously I did, and Carrie obviously.
This I did know.
She did know. Mm-hmm. So both of them were at a disadvantage.
Yes.
If another Jeannie did a spell or did a
wish or whatever you call it for her,
you could not undo another Jeannie's wish or spell or whatever.
Yeah.
Same thing for Samantha.
Yes.
If another witch did a spell on somebody, it had to be them that took it away.
Right.
She could not undo it. Mm-hmm. But here's where we agree that Jeannie was at a disadvantage.
Yep.
You could lock Samantha up anywhere.
Yeah.
She can get out.
Blink.
Done.
Boom.
And she had a broom.
Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
And she had that nose, which, by the way, it wasn't her nose that twitched.
Yes, it was not.
It was her mouth. But everybody thought it was always her nose. Jeannie, if somebody put her in that bottle and put that lid on it.
She locked up.
She couldn't get out.
She locked up abroad.
So she was done. So this is why we've come to the conclusion that Jeannie was the weaker.
Yeah, she definitely had.
Party.
So
yes,
was that a little bit sexist?
What?
You can control the woman, so you put her in a bottle and.
The whole show was sexist.
It's a genie.
Okay.
I believe that even
I just wonder if it was a larger statement.
No, because what's a Disney movie with the genie?
Aladdin.
Yeah, he was in a lamp.
Yeah,
it was a lamp. I'm sorry, it looks like a bottle, but it's
genie in a bottle.
Okay.
Wait, no, I think hers was a bottle.
It was a bottle.
It
What
was,
do they call
but
it?
the guy, but guy genies are in like a, and they call it a lamp, but it's not a lamp. It's like a teapot.
Was it something that held oil so that you could light lamps? Or something?
I don't know, something like that. But yeah, but the whole show. I mean, come on, it was yeah. So.
Well,
but I loved Bewitched. I absolutely love Bewitched. And funny that again, I don't look at the show notes or anything, but when I saw this come up, I had to laugh because you had about the two Darrens.
Yes, you have to know about the two Darrens.
The two Darrens.
And are you a Dick York or a Dick Sargent?
See, and I always have to look at them. All right, let me
Dick York was first.
Was he first?
Yes. Okay. And Dick Sargent was the replacement.
Okay, so Dick York. Okay. I think I'm more the other guy.
You like Dick Sargent?
I think so.
I'm all about the original guy, Dick York. And I think he had hurt his back. That's why he had to leave the show.
Oh, no, you're right. I do like the first Dick York. Yeah,
the first Dick. Awesome.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
Junkies After Dark.
Yeah, Dick York. I do like him. Yes.
Yeah.
Now that I see the picture of the other one, yes.
The other guy was fine,
Oh
too.
yeah, he was good. He did his job.
But
yeah,
we kind of like the original guy.
Yes,
but
I will agree with that. So what's funny is, I don't know why, I don't know what hooked me onto it, but I had this thing about a month ago where I talked about the Twilight Zone. And I just remember that was like such an awesome show. I loved watching it. So I'm like, oh, I should go back and watch it from the start. I don't know what I was thinking back then because it did have its purpose and it was kind of like sometimes scary and ooh, whatever. So it's been kind of nostalgic watching it, but I just watched an episode and Dick York was in it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's the Bewitched guy. And it was so weird seeing him in a role that was so not Darren Stevens.
Right. Yeah, he does pop up in some of the stuff from then. Mm-hmm. I've seen him in some things. Yeah, Twilight Zone, that's too much. You got to think. I want to be entertained. I don't want to have to think too deep. That show will make you think, and it freaks me out. And then I overthink. Anything's going to make me overthink, I'm out. It's not a fan of Twilight Zone.
Yeah. And I think what it was is I used to love the Alfred Hitchcock shows. And I think in my mind, I was thinking that Twilight Zone was Alfred Hitchcock. And then the more I'm watching these Twilight Zones, I'm like, oh no, this isn't what I was remembering. I was remembering Alfred Hitchcock. But now I'm stuck and I'm watching the series. So yeah.
Not a bad thing.
It's not bad. It has been interesting. I don't watch a lot of TV and I rarely get TV time by myself because, usually Jim's, he's got the coveted times and I don't usually watch always the same things that he watches. But when I'm by myself and I'm like working on the computer, I like something playing in the background. And so the Twilight Zone lately has been my go-to.
All right. Well, there you go. Not a bad show to have in the background.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So other ones... Green Acres was sort of some of these shows. They're better known for their theme song. Mm-hmm. That one, Green Beverly Hillbillies. I mean, basically, you get the whole summary of the show.
Yeah,
right in the beginning.
Yeah, you don't need to watch it. No.
But Beverly Hillbillies was amusing because I just thought the whole dynamic of that was ridiculous.
I would rather watch Green Acres than Beverly Hillbillies. Okay. I'm not a fan.
Okay. I lean the other way, but hey, both good shows.
Yep.
So then we segue into the 70s and we have a good list because I think the 70s really came into its own about dysfunction, but it was so entertaining. Yes. It was so different than what we had before. And this was when we were little. Mm-hmm. I remember being able to watch my father or mother watch some of these shows and laugh. Now, as a child, you didn't catch on to what the humor was.
No.
You just usually saw people being overly excited about a topic. Talk about one.
Or laughing and being like, I don't get it.
I remember my mother laughing ridiculously at Bob Newhart.
Okay.
The first one, when he was a psychiatrist.
Okay.
Not when he had the inn.
Okay.
But I remember I was like on the floor playing with toys and she like laughed so hard. And I was like, what the hell's wrong with this?
What's wrong with this broad?
Yeah, I mean, it's past her bedtime. I don't know what the hell's going on.
We have to talk about the one show. We've brought this up a lot of times off of the podcast. We've talked about it, but that's The Love Boat.
Well, yeah.
We could do a whole episode.
The list I actually printed out didn't include that, but when you brought it up, I was like, I don't know why it's not on
I
this
know.
list. But probably because it was like late 70s and then it ran into the 80s. Mm-hmm. What? If anybody was worried about what was going on in the late 70s and into the 80s that we were terrified in regards to having sex and getting something that was life-altering, life-changing, life-ending.
Life-ending. It was
Why did The Love Boat totally not give a shit about what they were portraying on that damn boat? STDs everywhere.
Totally.
Don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water.
Don't swim in the pool. You would have been better off at the mansion, the Playboy mansion in the lagoon. It was probably more sterile.
So The Love Boat is kind of funny. I love the ocean. I love a good beach, give me, Caribbean blue waters, but I have no desire ever to be on a cruise ship. And people always are trying to convince me, oh no, you'll love it. And I'm like, no, it's not for me. That's too many people crowded on one place. No, I don't think so. But now I'm starting to think that maybe my aversion to being on a big boat comes from watching The Love Boat and seeing all the horrible things that
the adults
seem to happen on these cruise ships.
The two most, you didn't want to get accosted by the ship's physician.
Yeah.
So the two most responsible, Nick brought this up with the doctor on there.
Yeah.
The doctor and the other most responsible person supposedly on this ship.
Yeah.
The flipping captain.
Yeah.
Two of the biggest whores on the whole boat. And I tell you what, the flipping captain of the Titanic was more responsible than the captain on the Love Boat. He seemed to man his station a little bit more. We saw how that ended. I mean, what the hell, dude? Stop flirting. Stop inviting people to your table for dinner and stop visiting people. Huh? The whole flipping hour. I think that one ran an hour. That wasn't a half.
Yeah.
It was all about opening up them cabin doors. Everybody coming in and out of everybody's room. What the hell? Jesus Christ, what a horrible show. I'm sorry. Sorry. Funniest thing was Captain Steubing appearing in Ace Ventura, even though he wasn't really there. Do you ever see that?
Yeah.
Let's see.
I'll have to go back and watch that now.
It's some guy who looks like him, but he opens the door for Ace Ventura. They're at this. They go to this party, and the butler opens the door. Looks just like Gavin McLeod. And the first thing out of Ace Ventura's mouth is, "Hey, Captain Stu, how are Gopher and Doc?" And this is hilarious because the guy did. If you looked at him real quick, he looked exactly like the captain from.
The first thing he said was permission to come aboard, right?
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So the Love Boat, should have been on this list of dysfunction.
And what show came on after The Love Boat?
Dallas.
Fantasy Island.
Shit. Wrong night. I can't believe I screwed that up. Dukes of Hazzard, then Dallas.
And then Falcon Crest.
I didn't watch that one. I was still reeling over everything that...
Right, we're in the 80s now. You got to go back to the 70s.
I know, we got to back up.
Nick,
anyhow.
ruining the party.
But Fantasy Island was bullshit, too.
Yeah, it was.
What the hell?
Yes.
That was...
The plane.
Why was his name Tattoo? That's ridiculous.
Because people get tattoos in Hawaii? I don't know. Okay. So what other 70s shows? What's on your faded, not barely printed? I couldn't even read it. Chrissy needs to buy a new toner for a printer.
I do. But let's give credit to the person who compiled the list of this that I'm borrowing from.
Okay.
And that is Hunter Cates. Compiled the 10 TV shows from the 70s that defined the decade. Mm-hmm. And also, I think, in my opinion, defined dysfunction. So I want to throw that out.
Yes, 100%.
So we have, of course, All in the Family.
Oh, my Lanta.
Beautiful, perfect. I can't say. The only thing I can say is that, like every show that runs its time, as it phases itself out, it just starts to get tired.
Yes.
But when it was hot, it was hot. And oh my God. Still can, and that's the other test to a good show, especially from that long ago. If you can sit through it and actually sit and still relate to it and enjoy it, that speaks volumes of the writers and the people who were involved in creating the show. And that is one of them. All-time classic.
Yes.
Another good one, Mary Tyler Moore.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple shows and they were cute and all, but I never really got into it. Maybe it was just because I didn't have enough TV time to,
I saw
experience everything.
I probably saw Mary Tyler Moore more in syndication than I did when it was first run.
Okay.
What was funny was, I think the Mary Tyler Moore, the beauty of that is that a lot of those people around who surrounded Mary Tyler Moore, the people who worked at this TV station with her, they were all fantastically dysfunctional. And I think they try to stick Mary in the middle of that, her character, as the one that wasn't dysfunctional.
The normal one.
But I think in the fact that they try to make her so normal, so perfect.
Yeah, it was dysfunctional.
She was probably the most dysfunctional out of all of them. So kudos to doing that. And everybody loves Mary Tyler Moore. Here's one, and I had to coin this phrase. Did you look it up? What did I tell you yesterday about this TV show? He didn't realize what they called it. And I think because another show came on with it or around it. I think it was called Jiggle Television, Jiggle TV.
Oh, Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels.
Oh, I love Charlie's Angels.
Well, of course.
Me too.
Yeah. especially the male population.
Hey, Charlie.
Yeah, what the hell is that?
I think I had the Farrah Fawcett poster that everybody.
Everybody. I was really upset when she passed away. Number one, real quick, she got screwed on that. She passed away the same day as Michael Jackson. So she was only important for about 2 hours that day. And then when the news broke that it was done.
Lights out. Literally.
And then there was a big controversy, as there generally is when they do like at the Oscars or these other award shows, when they do the in memoriam.
Yeah.
She was not represented at the Oscars.
Oh.
And their reasoning for that, they said back then when everybody got upset, because I think Michael Jackson was that she was mostly known for television. They say there's so many people they try to get to that they have to exclude people.
Yeah.
My argument for Farrah over Michael, maybe Michael's just as important, and you gave him his props, but she didn't, is because that poster was in the background of a lot of films.
This is true.
And one being Saturday Night Fever.
Yeah.
It was there in John Travolta's bedroom.
Okay.
Another movie later on that I think was featured, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other ones too, but I remember it appearing in the movie Boogie Nights in... What the hell was his real name before he turned into Dirk Diggler? He had another name.
I don't know Boogie Nights.
Oh, gosh.
These looks Chrissy gives me when I don't know a TV or movie reference.
Let me just say something real quick. Boogie Nights, have you seen Goodfellas?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
It's basically the same outline.
Okay.
Dysfunctional family.
Yeah, there you go.
One's porn industry, one's mafia.
Yeah.
They pull it off.
Mafia.
Look it up. There's an article written about it. Anyhow, Farrah, Charlie's Angels, Jiggle TV.
Jiggle TV.
You gotta love it.
Mm-hmm.
What's in it? Oh, the Brady Bunch. Jesus God. Everybody loves the Bradys. I don't. And what they did to that house, they took the house that was the exterior and they turned the interior.
Yes.
Because the interior looked nothing like
it.
Because that was all on a soundstage.
Yes.
I am amazed at that.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, we grew up watching that. Because not only... Generally, it probably was over by the time we were really able to watch.
Yeah.
But in syndication, I think I remember it being on once we came home from school.
I was never as terrified as one of the episodes of the Brady Bunch when they went to Hawaii. And they had the tarantula scene with the tarantula.
What about the little trinket that gave them bad luck?
That didn't bother me. But the tarantula crawling up in his sleep and on the bed and everything terrified me.
Totally freaked you out.
Terrified me. Yes.
The fact that it stuck with you speaks volumes.
Yes, that's what I remember from when I think of the Brady Bunch. I think of two things. I think of that tarantula, and I think of Chap Shanapash. That's it.
I remember that. It's so embedded in our.
Yes.
Just pop culture in general. So you have to give it credit for that. But Taxi is listed. Good show. I don't know that I would, unless you want to consider the people who are the taxi drivers working out of the garage under the great Danny DeVito's character as one big dysfunctional family. Yes, I see that. But some of these, I wouldn't say it's as that, but equally as good. Saturday Night Live is on the list, they're important. It's a definite important show. It's still running. MASH.
Oh, we have MASH marathons all the time. Jim loves that show. I love that show. So that's another one of those that'll run in the background if we're doing stuff or whatever. But I'm a MASH fan.
Yeah. The movie. Yeah. Just as great.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wonderful movie. Yep. Wonderful show.
Yeah.
When it can last that long.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know so much. Again, it's like people put into a situation where they're all from different backgrounds and personalities. It's like one big created dysfunctional family.
They didn't get to choose who was in their camp.
Here's one. I have something specific to say about. It's really important, especially for, I think, you and I, because we just grew up with that and we're in love with. It was Happy Days, and we're Fonzie girls.
Oh, Fonzie.
Everybody. And
5-year-old birthday. I still remember to this day, we went to McDonald's, and my big present that I was so excited about was a Fonzie calendar.
I think I had a Fonzie
Or
mug.
not calendar, a Fonzie poster.
Oh, okay. I had a mug, I think. Yeah, you just love it. I wanted to be Pinky Descadero. And I have a picture of me dressed up in what I thought
Was it?
look like Pinky Tuscadero. So
Yeah.
you wanted to be. But here's the great question. The question for the ages.
I hear you.
Do you know what I'm going to ask
I think I know
you?
what you're going to ask.
What happened to Chuck?
Oh, that wasn't what I was going with that.
That's the brother. Richie and Joni had an older brother.
They had an older brother.
That usually was walking around with a basketball in his hand.
Yes, you're right.
Did he get hurt in a bad basketball accident, never to be seen again?
Yeah, you're
that
right.
That was the big mystery. What happened to Chuck? Some of these shows, they were able to bring in a character and then just like they gaslight you.
They do. Uh-huh.
So,
I thought you were going to go with why was this 30-year-old man always hanging out with teenagers?
Do you think Fonzie was 30?
I don't know. I thought I didn't think he was 19. I didn't think he was a teenager. I always thought he was like older.
I never really thought of him.
Oh, yeah.
Or connect him with an age. I guess I just felt he was ageless. I don't know.
Yeah, but he was,
So he rented the room above their garage.
I know. Yeah, but I always kind of saw him as definitely not in the age group and not even on the cusp of. Like, I never felt like he was, just the 2 years ahead of them in high school. He was like this older guy, and so, but in hindsight, I'm always like, why is that older guy just hanging out with the kids?
I never thought of that, but that's a good point. It's a good point. Mm-hmm. Good Times.
Never watched it.
Love Good Times.
Yeah.
And
we all love Good Times.
Well, we do. We try. But I really felt like this was exposing me to be able to be involved with diversity, to understand what other families who are not like my family, what they go through and the similarities and the things that make us maybe different, but yet make us the same.
Let me see how I want to word this. Watching that type of TV was discouraged. And
because of the diversity aspect?
I feel like it was because of the diversity aspect. And I think that was a challenging subject in my household growing up. And so, I didn't recognize it, and I thankfully did not continue that cycle, but I do feel like in hindsight, I can look back and see the things that I wasn't allowed to watch. And I usually can say, because it like the Addams Family, that was just not Catholic enough. It was just,
There was nothing in that was Catholic at all. Maybe there were candles burning.
Nickelodeon, I wasn't allowed to watch that, and I could just, so there's things, but diverse TV shows, culturally diverse TV shows I was never told why I couldn't watch them, but I was not. And I feel like in hindsight, looking at it from an adult's perspective of, I think that's why I wasn't allowed to watch it.
Well, I don't think that is a concept that's that unusual for probably
the area we grew up.
The area we grew up.
Yeah.
The time period we were growing up.
The Cosby Show would have been that one was when it broke the mold, and that one was allowed and encouraged and respected in the household. But anything before the Cosby Show, no.
I didn't like it. It has nothing to do with anything
current of that.
Nothing
we know
about
now. Right.
I just didn't like it. Oh. I just think it had nothing to do with the family, their background, nothing. No. It was too happy. Everybody was having.
You would have rather watched the Father's Knows Best and Leave It to Beaver?
Well, it was like
it was modern day of that.
There are it was. Mm-hmm. And there are general shows.
I love the Cosby Show.
That will all of a sudden come at you with a very controversial topic. The one thing that comes to my mind, well, number one, let me do a shout out to All in the Family again. I'll backtrack. There was an episode where Edith, I believe, was sexually assaulted.
Almost. I don't think that actually followed through. I thought
no, it wasn't, because the gentleman was in the house.
Yes.
And it ended up where she was able to get away.
Yes.
Very troubling episode.
Yes. They did an interview with Rob Reiner about that and about the set that day and everything. It was really
it was hard to watch. I'm sure it was hard to film.
It was.
The other show that really came at you hard in the same time period, and of course was a offshoot of All in the Family, Maude. And
I don't know that one.
She, I believe, made the choice getting pregnant older.
Okay.
She made a very hard decision too.
Oh, okay.
And
they tackled abortion.
They tackled that. Oh, okay.
So some of those shows,
I couldn't even put a picture of a character on that show.
So Maude was B. Arthur,
And
she was Edith's
cousin.
Oh, it was a spinoff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like the Jeffersons were also a spinoff.
Okay.
But love the Jeffersons, by the way. They weren't on this list, but just a quick shout out to them. Here's one I didn't watch, and I don't like it. I don't want you to talk to me about it. This, and there's another one I'm going to bring up. And you can hate me all you want. Come at me, bro. Little House on the Prairie and that goddamn Waltons. What the hell?
Okay, first of all, love Little House on the Prairie, but of course it might have been because that's what I was allowed to watch. And Farm Boy Jim is a 100% Walton fans. That is also on the playlist at the house all the time.
I couldn't. There's nothing I could relate to. Number one, we're talking about a very ethnically diverse family. I come from a background of Italians, Polish, Slovak type, English background. I'm not that white. What?
I love that you just said it. That's great. I'm so proud of you. Yes, I get it.
Those are very...
Yes.
If you wanted to go on the other side and say that those other shows I brought up that I did watch, that you said that you felt maybe you were discouraged to watch, like Good Times or something, they were not.
Yeah.
I mean, representing their culture and their background, they weren't as hardcore as the Waltons or Little House on the Prairie as far as we are in your face white. The Brady Bunch wasn't even that white. So anyhow, I'm sorry. I know people have a fondness and a love for these shows. I don't want to crap all over it. I do, I guess. I'm crapping all over it. I'm crapping all over it. I am so sorry. Real quick, funny story. I have
remember, those were also kind of period pieces.
That was a thing in the 70s, to be nostalgic. Like Happy Days was like the 20-year, let's be nostalgic about the 50s.
Yes.
And then I don't know why in the 70s we thought we should be nostalgic about the Depression and living out on the, I don't know what that was, the prairie, I guess. What the hell was that? I have no connection with that. Once a year we had a fair. And I would go into that village, by the way, that Nick hated. He never wanted to go in there.
Oh, really?
I like going in there. It had the schoolhouse.
Yeah, that's like Jim's favorite place to go.
Yeah.
Even when we go to the fairgrounds when it's not the Canfield Fair, he wants to walk around all there. So
yeah. So that was like, to me, I like to go in there, but I was like, and you know what? This all of a sudden feels a little bit like Little House on the Prairie. I'm not happy now. So anyhow. But yeah, I'm sorry. Please, no judgment. I'm not judging. Yes, I'm just, I guess, I'm going to hell again. Another show. Chrissy's going to hell. Too white. So, there you go, everybody.
I love it.
Dysfunctional 70s shows. Great time for television. That's what formed me that decade.
Yeah.
Quick shout out to Lee Majors and, what's her name? The Bionic Woman.
Lindsay Wagner.
I just saw a picture of the two of them together celebrating the 50th anniversary of being bionic. I was a huge $6 Million Man fan. I actually, you're going to laugh. I still have my $6 Million Man fan club card.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me.
It shouldn't. And my doll, I still have him floating around here somewhere. Except
you did.
His jumpsuit's gone. But anyhow.
He's naked?
Well, no, he has gutchies on.
Oh, gutchies.
Gutchies. Red gutchies.
Thank God.
We don't want to see any extra bionic parts, okay?
Well, that's what
anyhow. But, was a little depressing to see how old they are, but they are old. Yeah. But love their shows. Thank you to the 70s, the dysfunction, the TV.
Made us who we are today.
Made us who we are.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was definitely a rabbit hole we went down.
Definitely.
A little longer than normal episode, but I hope everyone enjoyed it.
Yes, please. Cut out any parts that I'm offensive, please. We'll shut the time down a little bit.
Well, there won't be anything left. It'd be shorter than our Thankful Sunday episode.
It'll be a 3-minute episode.
It'll be intro.
Come on.
It'll be intro, Carrie saying hi, and then extra. Anyways, well, I thank everyone for joining us. We do want to hear what your favorite shows were, or maybe did you watch Chrissy shows or Carrie shows? Were you a Addams Family or a Munster or Leave It to Beaver or a Green Acres? Or anyways, share with us on our Facebook page, and we'll see you next week.
Bye, everybody.